Have you ever wondered, when you walked outside, the details of weather? Or even looking out the window? Have you questioned what makes clouds move? Why are there so many types? Why does it rain? How do we measure rain? What causes temperature? You are soon to find out. Clouds are made up of very tiny water droplets or ice crystals. They are so small they float, therefore creating a visible cloud and appear white because of the sun's reflection. A typical cloud is moved by wind from 30 to 100 miles per hour. There are four main types of clouds: cirrus, alto, stratus, and cumulus. Cirrus clouds are highest in the sky. They are blown by high winds and appear wispy. These clouds predict fair to pleasant weather. Alto clouds are middle in the sky and often show as a blue-gray color. They predict continuous rain or snow. Whereas stratus clouds are lowest in the sky and often bring a light mist. Stratus clouds appear gray and cover the entire sky. And when you look up, the fourth kind is cumulus clouds, which form at all heights of the sky. They appear white and fluffy and often look like pieces of floating cotton. These can become very large and turn into what we know as thunderstorm clouds. Clouds are an important part of weather and have the ability to predict so much.
I will present the students with different types of rain gauges for 3 days prior to starting the project of creating their own rain gauge. I will use this to introduce the topic and learn about a rain gauge. This will leave them inquiring for a few days, so they will start discussion forming about the topic of rain gauges. Each student will pick out a glass jar. There are different shapes and sizes of the jars. You may choose to place a small ruler inside the jar when measuring, or you can choose to tape the ruler in the jar, or to write the measurements with a ruler on the outside of the jar. We will place our jars in an open area where we can collect rain for the next month. Every morning as a class we will go out and check each individual rain gauge to see how much rain we got that day to the nearest millimeter. We will record the amount of rainfall we received over the month in our weather journals. When the data is all collected at the end of the month, we will make a chart, and then we will turn the chart into a graph. We will use Excel to do both.
You know that feeling you get when you look outside in the morning when you wake up and you see the bright sun? Excitement builds and you are ready to hit the beach. You may be wondering, however, what is the temperature supposed to be like today? Or how will I figure out what the weather temperature is supposed to be? How do meteorologists predict weather temperature? Questions and scenarios like these are helpful to use in the classroom to help gear your students for a new unit. Students will want to explore answers and ask new questions. Our next study in the classroom is about temperature. Temperature is predicted using many different aspects of weather. Meteorologists look at cloud cover, air pressure, cold and warm fronts, as well as the time of year. All of this information together helps meteorologists to calculate high and low temperatures. At school, students can find the high and low temperatures of the day by using their own thermometers. Students can go outside in the cool mornings to find a low temperature and go outside again in the hot afternoon sun to find a high temperature.